You are now listening to Resolve Dispute with your host Black Thor and Sweet Pea. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What's going on, mama?
Hello, son. How you be?
Oh, I'm sweating. It's hot in this mug. Whew. I'm good though. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, it's just hot as hell in this apartment.
I actually turned my air conditioner down because if the fan comes right over my head in the office, and that sucker is really loud. So I'm like, oh my God, if this sucker kicks in while we're doing this podcast, people gonna be like, what she got going on? Vacuuming over there? What the hell?
she racing jets.
Exactly. So it might get a little warm in here for me too. Like, oh Lord, it's a little warm.
I got plenty of water. I'm almost done with that one, but I got another one right here. So
we drinking. Yeah.
What you got in the cup?
We are sipping on some red wine. Hold on, let me take my sip. That's a little Jennifer Hudson humor. But yeah, got me a little red wine going on. Drinking some Yellowtail today. Jamming Red Rue.
Okay.
Jamming Red Rue is the name. Yep.
All right. I'm over here. I got a bro. Then I stepped it up for tonight and made myself a Manhattan.
Okay. I see you.
And I'm using Old Elk bourbon. It's a store pick. It's really good. Some really good bourbon, actually. I love this bourbon. This come at 111 proof. And this is a store pick from 7/8 Liquors. And man, this is probably one of the best store picks they ever did. This thing is like just a flavor bomb. It's just so good. What made me keep going back to them is because of this. This is the first bottle I ever bought from them. So I've been slowly sipping on it, as you can tell. Like I've been slowly sipping on it. So.
Hold on before we get too far into this. You might have to go ahead and take it off record because I'm gonna have to get me a fan. It's hot as fuck up in here.
All right, hold on. I can just pause it. Hold on. I'm pausing. Yeah. So definitely been savoring on that bottle. Then I got me some sticks.
Oh, okay. I see you. Go ahead and make it do what it do.
And then this is a good one right here too. I'm smoking this one tonight. This is what I'm smoking tonight. So
all right, because we got some celebrations in order, and I'm happy that you are actually celebrating yourself. It is very much deserved, very much earned, and I am proud of you.
Yeah, it's definitely celebrations. I'm not gonna state what because
Right.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
But it's a reason for them stogies.
So definitely when you come out here, we gonna depending on we'll figure it out. Me and you we'll talk off of this about that.
Yeah.
But anyways, when you come out here, we definitely gonna I'm gonna show you how to smoke one for sure.
Hey, I'm here for it. I live for it.
There will not be an episode next week because my mom will be in town and we're gonna hang out with each other. I might put like a 15, maybe 20-minute video up of us hanging out, interacting, probably with my kids or something like that. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like a little vlog between us bantering back and forth. Probably me showing her to smoke a cigar too as well, like something like that.
Right,
I
right.
think that'd be kind of fun. Me showing you how to smoke one
Yeah,
and taping it. Yeah,
yeah, I think that'd be cool. It won't be a podcast conversation. It'll just be us loving on one another as we should. So I'm
exactly.
here for it. I like the ideal of it. Absolutely.
So we'll do one of those probably. But other than that, yeah, don't expect the episode because we're not gonna have one. We're just gonna be sitting back, relaxing, enjoying each other company. So
I'll be traveling. I'm seeing my grandbabies. I had your brother here with me last week. I was able to love on him a little bit. It was very enjoyable. We spent a lot of good quality time together. So it's time to come love up on the grandbabies and you.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna appreciate that. I know Faith will because she just keep hammering it. Is she coming to see me? I'm like, what about your brother? She coming to see me.
She right. She right.
I'm like, okay. Like, I'm pretty sure she said she coming to see her babies, not her baby. But all right.
She's like, I have two. I have two. But she can take it. She can take it how she needs to take it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I love her. I love her so much, and I love the personality that she has. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this story. You know, I used to call her Faith Monster, only because I thought it was cute. And at some point in the conversation between Faith and her father, she says, "I'm a pretty little princess."
He said
And
she's a pretty
after,
little princess.
yeah,
You
Faith
said
said
he
she was a
said.
pretty.
Yeah,
I
I didn't
said
say that.
she.
No, you said
Okay,
he.
my
We gonna
bad.
play it back.
My
We'll play
bad.
it back. You
No, it's good. It's good. My faux pas. But Faith said she was a pretty little princess. And so with Faith saying that she's a pretty little princess, and Black Thor sharing that information with me, well, she's teaching people how she wants to be named and what she wants to be called. So I'm going, okay, from this point on, she'll be a pretty little princess. So every time, she tells him that she wants to speak to his grandmother, meaning me, I respond, "Hey, my pretty little princess." So Faith decides that she wants a blanket, and she tells Dad, "I want to speak to Grandma." So he gets me on the phone, and first thing she says is, "Grandma, I want an Encanto blanket." And I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "For real?" I'm like, "Okay." And so Black Thor is laughing because he laughed at that moment because, he's thinking, yeah, my mama just fooling around. She's not going to do this, because I agreed so quickly, number one. And number two, he knows that is definitely not my character. And so I went online and I found the Encanto blanket and I found some Encanto pajamas and I found, a little Aggie Poo, some Disney pajamas, and I had them shipped to where they live. And so the package came in and Miss Faith Monster opened it up, pretty little princess that she is. And she opened it and she had her pajamas on and she had her little blanket around her and she called me up on the phone with a big old smile on her face because she enjoyed having her Encanto blanket. And the reason that I'm telling this story is this, I think that at a lot of times that ability that we have as children where we're able to tell people who we are and what we want is stamped out of us. And we know what we don't get it back until we're later in age. And I actually want to nurture this spirit that she has right now because, and it's not about spoiling her, although I will definitely do that as well. But this situation is not about spoiling her. It is about empowering her, letting her know that she's heard and that she is deserving of anything that she asks for. Now, I know at a later age, we're going to have to expound on that and combine the levels of this with her, but that's at a later age. I get this phone call from her 4 years from now, and it'll be handled differently. Are you doing good in school? Are you doing your chores at home? Are you behaving your mother and your father? And if she answers me in the affirmative, and then I can come back and, make sure that, checking with mom and dad that this is true, then she can get what she wants, but, teaching her the value that you have to earn things. But for now, oh, hell yeah. Come on, girl. Teach a master class, Miss Faith, and how you teach people how to treat you, because you damn sure teaching people right now. Started with your grandmama.
She is she's a very bold, free spirit, and people are like even when she go to school, kids and the teachers gonna learn very quickly. She ain't budging until she want to budge, and you gonna have to
Right.
make sense to her before you do anything. If it ain't making sense
Make
to
it
her,
make sense.
she ain't doing nothing.
Make it make
Quick,
sense. Make it make sense.
quick story about her. She goes out shopping with her mom and her brother because mom needed to get some personal hygiene products at Target. And I know people boycotting Target and everything else, and right now, but that's we'll talk about that on a later date. But she went. Her mom thought it was convenient to go to Target, so she went to Target. So they in Target and they looking at other stuff in the aisles and stuff, and my daughter is apparently just pointing out everything in the world at the store. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Give me this, give me that. And she saw this pineapple dress, and she just could not have that dress apparently. And so she asked her mom, "Can she get it?" And her mom told her, "No, you can't get it because I don't have the money to pay for that right now." And then she goes, "Can we ask Daddy?" And her mom was like, "Yeah, we could ask Daddy. Sure, I don't care." So they finish doing a little shop and they come home. I'm sitting on the couch doing my thing, getting ready to, go hang out with a buddy of mine. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Daddy, Daddy." And I'm like, "What's up?" She goes, "Okay, look. So we was in Target and I saw this pineapple dress and it's yellow and I want it. Can I have it?" I'm like, "Do you want the dress?" "Yes." "Can I have it?" So I pull up the Target app, type in pineapple dress. I find it on the app. It said they had like 4 left. I look and I'm like, "Hey, Faith, is this it?" And I show her the dress. She goes, "Yes, Daddy. Yes, yes, please." Okay, baby, you can get the dress. So I go hang out with my buddy. We stop and try to get some cigars. They didn't have some cigars that I didn't like or whatever. Well, they had cigars that I liked, but it was a mom and pop shop, and the cigars they had there was twice as expensive as normally what I would pay. Like it was like $5 more for each stick. And I'm like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to Total Wine and it ain't even that price. Like, so no, I'm just gonna take my ass to Total Wine. So so me and him, we go our separate ways after leaving the tobacco shop. And I head on the road and I go straight to Target and I pick up this pineapple dress.
Pineapple dress.
I come home, I give her the dress. "Can you help me put it on?" So I help her put it on. In the process of helping her put it on, "Can you buy me shoes to match?"
That's the rub right there. That's the rub. I got the dress. Now let me get the shoes. See, I went for the rub with the blanket without even being told. I got the pajamas to match.
Exactly. And so I'm like, "Nah, baby, you ain't getting no shoes to match. You got shoes to match this. It's like you got some white shoes. You got some, you got shoes to match this dress, baby." I'm not buying you no more shoes. Like she does. Like she got plenty of shoes to match this dress. And
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
know. I
if
know.
anything, your brother need more shoes. Like I need to be buying him some shoes than you. You know what I'm saying? And so she's just like, please. I'm like, no, you can't get no more shoes. Like you literally legitimately got more shoes than your brother. So if anybody be getting shoes this summer, it'd be your brother. You got plenty of shoes. So
Yeah,
she's
wrapped around your finger. Wrapped
right.
around your finger.
So she's wearing the dress for like a good 10 minutes. I'm like, baby, that dress is beautiful on you, but you gotta take that dress off. You can't wear that dress around the house. Like that's something that you can wear when you outside the house. So put your Kanto dress back on, and we'll go back to to normalcy. No, I want to wear my dress and fold the arms. I'm like, Faith, you want to be a listener, right? Yes. Listeners listen to their parents. You're not being a good listener. Take your dress off and put your Kanto dress on. I don't want to. I'm like, do you want me to take the dress back to the store? That's why I kept the receipt. She goes, okay, I'll put the Kanto dress back on.
Negotiations. Negotiations. I love it. I love it.
And
I love it.
these are the conversations that I have with my daughter. If it don't make sense to her, she ain't doing it. It did not make sense for her to take that damn dress off. But once I said I'm gonna take it back to the store, it made plenty of sense for her to take it back off.
Let me take it off. Let me take it off because I want to keep it. It'll go back to the store. Like I said, it's real important that lessons are being taught, even at this young age, and to pound that will out of her is a wrong thing to do. And I know that sometimes people do that unknowingly. This is the first time that I've really experienced a child of that age being this vocal about stuff like that. And kids are stubborn and bad all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But it's how she's articulating how she wants to be called and what she wants to do. And I mean, she is very clear. She's very clear.
I mean, how the way she addressed it, that whole conversation. She said,
The
okay,
whole conversation.
Look.
She's very clear.
She literally came up to me and said, okay, so look. I'm like, the fuck? Are you 40? What the fuck is you doing?
I promise you, she did the same thing with the phone call with me. That she was like right on it. Like, listen, grandma.
She cut straight to the chase. Ain't no hi, grandma. I love you. I miss you. That grandma, I want a Kanto blanket.
I want a Kanto blanket.
What you gonna do about it?
Right. Oh, okay. I'll get you one. Shit, you ain't said nothing but a word. That's easy. That's all you want? Oh, okay.
I want a blanket and it costs money. I heard you got it. You run it.
I got a little tongue change. You didn't hear wrong. I got a little tongue change.
That's exactly how I feel. Because she know when her mama say nah, she can't get her something like that. She go, Daddy, can I ask Daddy? It's cool, ask Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy might be able to make some shape.
And then I'd be like, what do your mama say?
Good job. United front. United front with them kids. United front. That's the way to go.
Because
that's the way to
go. Because literally when she asked you for that dress, I'm like, what do your mama say? And Kelsey's like, I said she can ask Daddy. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You getting the dress.
Yeah. Okay.
You said ask Daddy. Daddy said you can have the dress.
I'm with it.
Dress. Like the fucking
I'm with it. Look, I'm with it. I respect it. I'm with it, but then as we said, those other lessons come later, so we're not sleeping on that. But I like the fact that she is who she is, and she has a very wonderful personality at a young age that definitely deserves to be nurtured.
Oh, definitely. Her and her brother.
Oh, absolutely.
He's getting
absolutely
there as well too, But
absolutely.
So I know we went off on a whole little tangent, but I just can't help it. These are my kids, so I love talking about them. I mean, I
And
just
you
can't
know,
help
I'm a proud grandmama. I'm that grandma.
it.
I'm that grandma. That's right. That's who I be. But did I tell you? Did I tell you who I am? Let me introduce you to me.
You
I'm
know.
gonna be who I be, and I'm gonna do what I do. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. What we got?
Yeah, but um, we got fresh and stupid and fresh and whatever. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. We gotta roll it back. We gotta roll it back. We thought we were done.
Yeah, we thought we was done, but the things that my mom, Sweet B, was saying in the last episode about what a high value man do and don't do and everything else, it came to fruition this week. Myron doing some things that clearly show that he's not a high value man based off the definitions that Sweet B gave. So,
And hold on, let me clarify one thing. I personally believe in high value people. I don't break it down with the sex thing. I know that some people do. I think these same traits transcend sex. I think it transcends color. You know, we are all the same people.
yeah,
We may come in different shades. We may have different anatomy as far as body parts is concerned, but people are people. So let's roll.
exactly. And just real quick, I'm gonna put Sweet B on the spot. Do you remember the values?
We actually had 6 traits
Yep.
that you kind of characterize them in. And so health was one. You know, you look after your mind, body, and soul. You know, physical health, working out, eating right, emotional health, you know, you love yourself, you know, you respect others as well as you. You know how to pretty much wind down whenever you need to, you know, mental health, you know, you don't worry about other people's perception of you. You have a good ideal of who you are and what you want. And of course, personal hygiene is very, very high. You're loyal, you know, you're loyal in business, you're loyal in love, you're loyal in friendships, relationships. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. You're courageous. You know, you have dropped the labels. You don't care how other people view you anymore. You know, that's the last thing that you need to worry about. You don't care about what people say about you. Your actions speak louder than your words. You know, you don't have a problem facing your own dark side. So therefore, when other people's dark side come across, you don't have a problem facing them either. You know, you turn your anger into your ally. You're confident. You're confident at work. You're confident in your personal life. You dress the part. You're well put together at all times. You're generous to others when you can be, but you know when you should only worry about yourself as well. You know your own value. You know your own worth. You know what you bring to the table. You know, and you set your boundaries, respecting them, therefore forcing others to respect your boundaries as well. You work hard, building wealth. You know, you can build your wealth. You work hard building your relationships. You work hard about, caring about those around you. You know that you work hard in giving back to the world. You're just not a leech on society, just a tick, just sucking things out of the world. You're actually putting back into it. So for me, those are high value traits.
There you go. So we're gonna go into a couple of videos of Myron from Fashion Fit doing some things that's very questionable. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people are fans of him and they believe in him and everything else, but we just want you to see what we're talking about. And these are clear examples of what my mother was stating that you should not do if you're a high value person.
Okay.
I have a problem with fucking you. Don't pawn it off to fucking Preach like you've been doing. You're a fucking bitch. I have an issue with you. I'd love to talk to you. And hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine. But you need to be held accountable for all the shit you've been talking, bro. You've been hiding behind a fucking camera, talking shit, being a fucking snake for years. I'm calling your dumb ass out. Don't pawn it off on fucking Preach. You're a fucking bitch and you know it. You would never say the shit that you've been saying in my fucking face. You would not.
Abba, come
bitch.
here. We'll have security. Come sit
Go
here.
make a fucking
Come
piece
sit
like that.
here.
Clip this too. Woo,
Abba,
Ooh.
Abba, come sit here and have a conversation live with him and try and hold contact, bitch.
I promise I won't hit you. I promise I won't hit you.
I don't promise shit. I'm not with Fresh Fit. I don't promise shit. I got my own brand.
I just want to know.
So, Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit been having problems for years. Abba, Fresh and Fit has started up this podcast during the pandemic. Abbott went on the podcast and he called them out on some things. And when he called them out, like literally in his face, Myron folded. Basically, like, I don't remember why when I said these things. And his partner, Fresh, was like, I remember because it was this episode, and I stayed quiet on that episode because I know he watches everything, referring to Abba watching everything. So he called him out. And once Abba made it back to where he's from, he's over in Canada, I believe, along with Preach. They live in Canada. They not in the US. He made multiple videos about his appearance on Fresh and Fit and calling them out for the bullshit that they spew to people and how that their advice is pretty toxic and it's not something that's helping men. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And that their fans and their viewers are toxic as well too. He was pointing that out in his videos. Fresh and Fit went on a tangent and they strike down channels for copyright infringement because because people was using those clips like I just showed you in their videos, and they were saying that they did it without their permission, but they didn't understand the fair use policy. They wasn't equipped to that. And so once, Abba and Preach made a video telling them that their shit is fair use because they not stealing their shit and not, and not adding any value to it, basically like ripping it and then making a channel with it. They ripping it and then comment on it and then playing it and then pause and making a comment on each statement that they make. So at that point, it's not the original content and it's fair use to combat what they're saying. So almost like debating, you know what I'm saying? That's all you do. You're just pretty much debunking the bullshit that they're saying. And that's what Abba and Preach was basically stating for in their videos back in that time. So in that clip you saw there, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Myron comes back and he tells, he makes a video and he calls out Preach. Preach did not go to Miami because that's where they based out of, Miami. They zoomed him in and he did it, the little call via Zoom, and they came at him and be very disrespectful towards him by calling his wife a beluga whale, calling her all types of names, and then referring to him as a monkey and everything else. And so Preach told him that you can talk shit about me all you want because I'm in the public eye. That is fair. But when you talk about people who has nothing to do with this problem, that's where I draw the line. Y'all say y'all want to fight? Let's book it. I will fly down to Miami. We get in the ring. We make everything legal. We sign papers. I take one bitch and I take the other bitch. Those are his exact words. I
Okay.
take one
Okay.
bitch and I take the other bitch. The double bitch sisters. That's what he called them.
Right.
And so
Okay.
everything was radio silence. They didn't, because they thought Preach was fat. It was based off of the way he looked in the video, and you will see in the videos of how he looks like, because it's only like from up here, right? But
Yeah, you can only get a certain amount. Yeah.
yeah. But once they realized that this motherfucker know martial arts and he's a UFC fighter and he used to be a bouncer and high security, high security, they realized,
Mhm.
like, oh fuck, we fucked up. We fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not fat. He's muscular. He looked like a strong
Okay.
man, basically. He looks like a strong man. So they was like, oh shit. Okay, they back talked everything and backpedaled. So now they realize they can't fuck with Preach, and these are many years later. I mean, I tell you, this happened in the pandemic, so this is like 2020. 2 years later, now they
Right.
Preach. Now they come. I mean, now
Okay.
they come talking about Abba. Now they come in at Abba, right? So
Mhm.
Abba and Preach made their response to them, and this is what it looks like for their response back to them. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Okay, hold on. I lost it. There you go. Boom. So this is their response back to them.
Today's topic, I guess Fresh and Fit ended her career with last night's live stream.
I think we're the first ones really calling them out at this point. They've been lying to y'all for years, and they're dumb fans in the back. Oh, fresh and fraud. Yo, Prince is like a. It looks like a.
You should see him build momentum. What the?
Yo, every time this thing, I got a problem with you.
Imagine them. Yo,
Nigga looks like a monkey.
Preacher's over there looking like Magilla Gorilla and Donkey Kong having a
Bro,
baby.
like, what the fuck is going on? Prince like uses his head.
It looks
Look
Yeah. No, Reach, stop, Reach, listen to me.
that these dudes have been talking shit for years. And I think the thing is that they've been kind of coasting on is you got to fight fire with fire.
And we're gonna be nice guys. We're gonna toss your salad, Abba. Bro, no.
We got some accessories here. Okay. I got some apples and peaches here, as y'all can see. Okay. Some great fruit.
Yeah.
Then we also got peaches, some milk as well.
Have you seen how Reach goes clubbing? He clubs the bitch over there like a fucking caveman. Yo, Reach, I don't even believe in this theory, but you gotta evolve. Whoa. You gotta evolve, bro. No. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm half black.
Wow, man. Welcome to Fresh and Fit. Yo, we don't give a fuck.
But if you guys didn't understand the stereotype, it's that black people are not evolved. And so he's saying Preach is an unevolved black person, essentially doing.
Yo, Reach, you look at it.
In the islands, we say Banabati man. Straight.
Do you boo boo? Do you boo boo? Oh yeah. I fucking Preach. I will lick windows for fun. I'm a fucking retard. Let me talk shit on the internet. I'm for you. I got a problem with you.
Yo, that nigga call me Goofy? Look at you, bro. You're Goofy.
Any man that can boogie is a homosexual.
Bro, you are a fucking home. Nigga puts on the song, Lady Gaga. Can't dance, gonna be okay. These niggas are close to me, gonna be okay. What the fuck is going on? Welcome. Gonna be okay.
So he doing all of that, talking about ABBA, and Preach as well too, calling him a monkey, saying he's not an involved person and everything else. Preach is gay. I mean, ABBA is gay because ABBA does dance. ABBA is a very award-winning dancer. He did that very well, in his prime. He still is. He still does dance very well. But he was trying to make a career in dance before he started doing what he do on YouTube and everything else. And he's very, 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 very good dancer. And I don't understand how dancing makes a man gay, because most female dancers are thick as hell and they bad as shit. So like you dancing with these beautiful, gorgeous women, and that makes you gay? Like,
okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you respond to that situation, and I got another video. So what you think?
Okay. Last week we broke out the world in 3 categories. We said that they're toxic people. Toxic people they have a hurtful agenda. They're liars. They manipulate. They gaslight. They're self-centered. Then we had the majority. The majority is the basic middle of the road, social media oriented, easily swayed type people. And then we have our high value people who are self-knowledged, self-aware, helpful to others. They have a good moral compass. They stand for their beliefs, and they're very productive in this world. I have a hard time hearing people being referred to as monkeys. That is a very derogatory statement towards a person of color. And at this point, I am seeing more people of color calling other people of color monkeys than I'm hearing anything else. That is a sad state of affairs that we are in right now, if this is how we're going to go about our lives. If he's saying that he is a high value person, if you are a high value person with a high moral compass, you will not stoop to the level of disrespecting someone like that in order to get your point. Use your words. You got a big old platform that you could have used to say exactly the way that you feel without making a fucking fool of yourself. Because that's exactly what you did to me. There is a difference. There is a difference between moving up and getting ahead by standing on somebody's back versus standing on their shoulders. If you are standing on somebody's back in order to get where you want to go, that means that this person is leveled. That means that they cannot go no further. You are now keeping them down. And it is your intent to hurt them. Versus if you want to stand on their shoulders, meaning that they are upright and you are upright, and you guys can still continue to move vertically up. So while you are sitting here trying to oppress this other man because he said something that you don't like, and you said something that we can agree to disagree. I could sit here and argue with somebody day in and day out. But why you got to come at me in such a derogatory manner because I'm not doing what you want me to do? That's not the world that we live in today. I'm sorry.
You speaking facts. You speaking facts. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about what you saying. You saying straight facts at this point, right? Because these dudes are legitimately like making themselves look like a fool, trying to roast another person. Like this man is literally
'Cause you
making
don't like what
monkey
I'm saying.
noises. You don't like my opinion, so you make on your platform making monkey noises.
In reference to me. So let's just really go there, because we know how social media works. Because a lot of times people don't care about the content of the conversation. They only care about the clip that they can get from it. So how many people are now going to take this clip of this fool sitting up here with these fake braids on and him making monkey noises and acting like a fool and use it for their agenda? They don't care that you was talking about somebody else in reference to somebody else. They just got you looking like a damn fool.
So
I'll take
this is
I'll take a sip.
I think y'all here take a sip. So this is the last video of of Abba and Preach responding back to Fresh and Fit. I will put the description of the video so you guys know, receive everything in full content. But this video was like only 9 minutes long, so I might let it ride so we can all hear it and watch it together. So and everything else, I might stop it in between so we can get some takes on it. But for the most part, I will link both of the videos down at the bottom so you guys can see everything and the full contents of what it is. So yeah.
Live stream and said they were gonna nuke our channel. They just ended up nuking their own. I don't know why Myron did this, but he decided to go on Sneako's live stream on Rumble.
Let's see if Pearl still. You have to wear that too.
Yeah, of course. How am I gonna break this down if I'm not in my proper attire as a race?
Bro.
All right, can you move over a little bit?
Okay, moving over.
Fucking change.
You see out of that, you fucking sand nigga.
But it's okay.
White supremacist sand nigga.
Shut up. Bro, you're the worst of the worst. You eat dogs and you kill people as a black guy. And an Asian.
Yeah, true.
Hold on, pause right. This nigga right here is funny. He's funny, this nigga.
I don't condone this N-word.
Oh.
Shut up, you Albanian fat. Keep running the clip, you chink. No, keep running the clip. Who's that weird nigga that can't speak? Who's that? He black as hell. Bate man. Yeah, let's keep going.
I fucking preach. Hey, wait, those for fun.
Holy shit, who's this gay nigga here with the red? What the fuck is going on? What entire nation fucking pussy shit is that? I know that preach.
Mad respect to minorities. What the fuck? Stop!
What?
I want to get another run.
There right now.
I really want to know, who was that helping? I mean, if you're putting content out here like that, and you're saying that you are wanting to help men, is geared towards men and being a safe space for a man, and that you're trying to help elevate men to another level, where was the help in that? Who were you trying to help? Because that wasn't helping anybody. That was the most self-centered use of media to hurt somebody else for your own fucking gain that I could ever have imagined to see in my fucking life.
All right, let's get back into it.
Ranch, eating a banana, playing some Donkey Kong on an N64 because he's a stupid prick. He's a window licking stupid nigga.
What?
What?
Fat ugly white.
Hey.
Oh, that spin. I like that. I like that.
This video that
we got these niggas running like it's an employment line.
What the
What? Don't do that. I will find you, you fucking stinky looking piece of shit. You go fucking fat right here. I don't like you already.
I don't know how you guys did it, but you guys made a more embarrassing response than H3H3 by like a long mile.
Never ever compare that Myron dude to them fucking Jews, you motherfucker.
Whoa.
Is this a character?
This is not
I was
representative.
born this way, you chick. Keep going, chick.
No, I don't think they do. So.
You damn right there, high value man. They save more lives than your monkey asses have. What the fuck you niggas When y'all sitting there in that tight ass film, I'm sitting next to a fucking monkey with dreads for a decade. You niggas to do now, but say, ooh, you same shitty fucking camera for a damn decade, same shitty road mic right there that looks like a penis forever. You guys have not proved nothing, and you fucking niggas, millionaires, now invested back in the business, get called out by a fucking KKK member out of Tennessee. You motherfuckers are losers. I'm roasting y'all right now. Continue on, Ching.
Yes. Okay.
Pause. That nigga sound like he got a 39 IQ. Holy shit. I don't know how this guy preaches take it seriously. Like, this nigga is fucking stupid. Say Albanian yesterday, he said something about, shut the fuck up, you fucking. You stupid nigga not showing the women that y'all are with not one time. Last time I checked, that Myron nigga got like 3 or 4 girlfriends, okay? And they're friends with each other.
Or they would hurt our fan base. But if you're
I see it now. That's why I'm shaking my head. I see it now. Yeah. You know, my experiences have been when people say things like that and try to hurt other people with those kind of terms and that kind of vigor, is because that's what's been said to them. You know, hurt people hurt people. You know, so he's been nigger, he's been this, he's been that. And now he's trying to come back and throw that off on somebody else instead of trying to deal with how he was hurt when it was said to him. You know, so I'm gonna give you a little bit piece of advice about high value people, right? High value people will accept the fact that something hurt them. You know, we deal with those emotions, right? And not only do we accept the fact that it hurt us, we learn a lesson, because there's always a lesson into shit. So you learn the lesson, you process it real good, so you know how to deal with it the next time that shit come up. You know, and then after you dealt with those emotions, you learned the lesson. You now got what you need from it. You let that shit go. Why you carrying somebody else's bullshit on your back to spit out on somebody else whenever you find convenient? Don't nobody want your shit. Deal with your own shit. Lord, Lanta. Come on with it.
This dude is something serious. Right, let's get back into it.
This is okay.
Your family is a bunch of low IQ feminists that can't take it when you get fit. What does he do? He actually gets fresh and, most importantly, fit. That fresh fit nigga helping everybody get in goddamn shape.
This guy is totally unhinged.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm unhinged?
You call me the N-word. Watch.
You are an. Okay, yeah, we do like 10 sets of cross burnings. And here's the thing, I'm going to continue to roast them. They're going to sit there and say, okay, let's fucking go. 10 toes down. I will roast you motherfuckers until the end. You fucking homos got nothing else.
Yeah, I think I caught a little. That was a little hardcore. It was a little hardcore even for me.
I'm glad you didn't show up in a white hood, Nick. That would have optics, you know?
I was going to do the MAGA hat, but it wouldn't go as hard as the white hood, so.
Nick, your followers are going to Myron now. You got competition.
That's true. Both of you guys are, it's like I'm being outdone. I thought I went pretty hard in November.
You got Myron leading the dissident right now.
Yeah, it's a couple of the Albanian and a black guy gonna out.
Goes to show how things have changed, because I remember when Dave Chappelle did the Clayton Bigsby shit back in the day, it was fucking hilarious. But nowadays you do that shit, they're like, oh my god, just goes to show how pussified we've become. After looking at that Donkey Kong photo, I can conclude that he's also a monkey.
Okay, all right.
Like, bro, I'm ready to end them. Like, they want to go here and say, you're a Myron, cool. The fucking Arab guy that's also black, that literally, like, I hit so many different check marks for the KKK. Y'all want to call me? Cool, you fucking.
If you're wondering who the white dude in the top left is, that's a white supremacist, Nick Fuentes, who's the leader of a far-right movement. And Just Pearly thinks, I will say, Just Pearly thinks orange does look good on you. I'm glad you took Brittany's advice. I do think it's funny that the only time you decide to groom yourself is for a Klan meeting. But hey, if that's the kind of high-value man you want to attract, go girlfriend.
Let's fucking do it.
Hey, guys, when we speak, everyone Raise
No,
your hand.
no,
Raise
no,
your
no,
hand.
no, no, no.
Raise your
No,
hand.
no,
when you
no,
speak.
no, no, no.
So we take turns.
No, Nick, no, not you.
No, kidding.
What the
I can't do it. Yeah.
What the fuck are
I
you?
heard that some of y'all were raising the salute, so I decided to come back.
Let's go. Poor Sneeko. Pearl rolls out. Oh, come on.
No.
We're down.
No.
Let's go.
Come on.
No.
Let's go. We're down
Let's
for
do
whatever.
it. Let's do it.
Do you realize how dumb everyone has to be? That when you're in a room full of people, that somehow just Pearly thinks seems to be the smartest person. You see her sliding off screen like, what the fuck am I associating myself with? Y'all know how dumb you have to be to make Pearl sound smart? Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, if you want to throw away your YouTube channel in the dumbest way possible, cool. You just cost yourself and your staff millions of dollars over one of the dumbest things I've ever seen possible. And also just notice, all of this rolls off Myra's tongue so easily. This is not the first time he's talked about this, about black people like this. It's not surprising to me. Honestly, when he started speaking about black women in the past, I'd already suspected he had negative emotions or feelings about black people.
About the black dating app called Black. Oh, it's funny, I never used that one, bro, but hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
Man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
You know, sometimes if they're, you know, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay.
And this just reinforced it. It's just like, I'm not even upset. I'm just like, oh, yeah. At first, it starts with making, talking shit about black women specifically and constantly putting them down. And, sometimes there's valid criticism about black culture that I'll entertain. But then the frequency and the vitriol that comes out when they speak about it, you start to feel like there's something else going on underneath it all. And then when it comes to people like Myron, even though you can never point to it directly, because it's rare that it's this overt. So you can't really point it out, right? Everyone tells you, no, it's not there, it's not there. Even though you have a feeling, you know what I'm saying? You have no... But now you have it in full in front of you. This guy is considered the leader of the Red Pill. And you're seeing how this disseminates to a lot of his followers. That kind of hatred that he has for black people is instilled in a lot of the things that he actually preaches. You can't tell because it's not overt, but it's in the undertones if you understand what's really going on. That's why when I saw the previous one, even though a lot of people said, no, it's not racist, it's not. It's like, you really think that? I know it is. I know what he means when he says the warrior king. I know what he means when he says monkey. I know why he's using it specifically for a black individual. But plausible deniability gives everyone the ability to be like, no, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. But with this stream, you just see everything that I believed and pretty much knew is confirmed. So yeah, I mean, if you want to shoot your credibility, if you want to distort your movement, if you want to make the Red Pill look like a movement for losers that hate women and also hate minorities and value whiteness for some reason, it's in your dating preferences, it's in your language, it's in the way that you insult people, that's okay, have your movement. But when people discredit it and laugh at it, you're going to be one of the principal reasons why with your behavior. Instead of holding frame, instead of being stoic the way you present in the Red Pill and handling your stuff well, you get poked and prodded and all of a sudden you unleash this. The reason why this came out is because deep down inside, that's the shit that you feel. That's the stuff that you really believe. That's how you really feel about black people. And now everyone else knows. So, if you're proud of this, congratulations, brother. You played yourself. I don't think there's much to be said. I wouldn't be surprised if the YouTube channel gets deleted. As far as them talking about hanging us or monkeys this or whatever it is, cool. I didn't realize.
It's amazing when intelligence prevails, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been so easy for him to come back and, sling words and be ignorant and derogatory towards this person, but sometimes it pays to just not. And he's definitely not the weaker man for responding the way that he is. He's actually the stronger man, but I do want to say this, and this is just really a personal tidbit for me. I'm so fucking glad you don't date black women. Oh my God. Because that's one less fucking drama that black women don't have on their shoulders. Because you're an asshole. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, I don't think you can handle what they call a Shaniqua. I don't think they can handle it. Too much ass.
Too much intelligence. We're not gonna let you just say any motherfucking thing to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
They don't know what they're doing, you know.
Like,
But
I'm happy. I mean, I think that's the part that made me smile the most.
you know, Abba stated it, and he's telling the truth. This is how you feel about black people because you are racist.
Yes.
You racist to black people because you
Yeah.
probably was never accepted as a black person, and it ate you up so much that you saying this about two black men.
And a lot of people probably thought you were black. So when your darker skin got in the way, that embedded that hatred even more because you were treated differently because of your own dark skin. You know, so like I said, hurt people, you know. But I guess the biggest thing for me is that it seems like he has surrounded himself around like-minded people who believe what he believes, they go where he go, they hang out where he hang out, they eat what he eat, they shit what he shit. You know, it seems like he has just, and he has these biases that he believes that are true. And I would like to say this for all of those people who listen to him and feel like he is the man and that what he's saying is true. Step outside of your 20 block radius. Step outside of those friends that you had for the past 5 to 15 years. Experience something new. Visit a new city. Hang out with some new people. Put yourself in a position where you are uncomfortable. You are now out of your comfort zone, and you now have to learn how to adapt to the newness of the surroundings around you. It will teach you to be a bigger, better, braver person. You will have the opportunity to learn from people who you would have never thought could have taught you anything. And it will help you grow as a person. If you sit down and you believe that everything that's going around you is the truth, and there's nothing out there left in the world, there's nothing more for you to learn, you are so dead ass wrong. Because it doesn't matter how old you get, you can always learn new things. And you should not consider yourself to be the smartest person in the room. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, who are you learning from? And your life is supposed to be continual learning. So I just think that, it's a sad state of affairs that you have this kind of content out there where people are believing that they're being helpful because you're being harmful. You're being harmful.
So harmful. Shout out to Ab and Preach for, taking a high road a lot of the times. I know Preach, he definitely wants to defend his wife, and rightfully so. If somebody came at my woman like that, I want to defend her as well too. And Abba, the way he doing his thing, shout outs to you as well. Just they fucking themselves, and you stated like, hey, you hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. If you think this is hurting me, you crazy.
Exactly.
You about to, you about as crazy.
And for all those who co-sign, I think that a lot of times you forget that if you co-sign on shit, you're lumped into it. So all of the ha-has, he-he's, and thinking that this shit is funny and and all of that, you co-sign it, you ain't clean. You're not clean from this. Your hands are dirty too. Your hands are dirty
Sneeko,
too.
you even though you was stopping him from saying certain things and putting his hand down when he was trying to salute, you still let him on your platform. You did not kick him out. You did not tell him to stop. You did not verbally let that to be known that he can't be doing that on your platform. So you hold some responsibility in that.
And I'm glad that you should. I'm glad I'm glad that you showed the clip where they had the white supremacists on there to bring home the point that other people are going to use this. They're going to use this for things that you did not intend. You better
Yeah.
believe you got a lot of stuff going on out here with you doing that, not for the purpose that you intended it for. Yeah.
Exactly. And just pearly things, yeah, you may strolled out the way because, you know, you faced some backlash not too long ago because of, you know, some certain things. But that does not help. You still was on that stream. You still was on that live. You did not exit out completely. You say, you know what, you guys doing some things that I can't associate myself with, and you log out from it. You stroll away from out the camera view, and you know, like that doesn't help anything.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. You know, my catchphrase for this thing has been, you hang around with garbage, you attract rents.
Yeah.
You better believe me.
And she's the fucking
That's
fly.
exactly what this was, right?
She's the fucking fly that's over the garbage. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just at this point, it's just it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And for them to think that shit is cool is not. Like, you a black man. You may be mixed with some shit, but you still a black man at the end of the day. You're black.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you referring to other black people as monkeys, and you dancing around your set, ooh and ah, to make fun of another black man. And then you say your platform is to help men, not to hurt them, not to belittle
Your
them.
platform, his platform is to help him. This man just wanted to make some money.
That's all it is.
That's all it was. He just wanted to make money.
If you not got that by now and you're a supporter of Fresh and Fit, it's not about to help you. It's about making money for him. And he's using you. There are some people out there who just use you to make money, and then there are some people out there who want to help and learn, and the money just happened to come. You guys need to pick and choose that. You need to learn that. And I know sometimes it's hard. I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never want your idols become your rivals. You never want that to happen. And when that happens, it's gut-wrenching. It hurts. I get it. But sometimes you need to look at everybody and reevaluate everyone that you consider as a high-value figure in your life. And just giving you advice.
I want to even roll it back even further. You know, why don't we evaluate ourselves? Why don't you sit back and do the work for you?
Yes.
Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you stand for? Do you have the moral compass that you need in order to even be looking in a high value situation? Because if you know who you are, you will see trash like that and instantly say it's trash. And you wouldn't even give them the time of day because you know your boundaries. You know that you will not even stand for the type of person who will degrade somebody else in order to get to the status in life that they want to be. You don't have to hurt people to do that. You don't.
You don't. You really don't. You don't have to hurt nobody to become the person that you want to be. You can get there being honest and loyal to yourself and the ones around you. And if a person is being dishonest and disloyal in the process around you trying to do yours, let that fall on them.
Exactly. You step away. You simply step away. You know, at
temptation
some point
is a bitch.
Life, Hell
Temptation is a bitch.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We all want what we want. You know, everybody has a level that they want to reach. Even from a child, you know that. You have this dream of who you want to be in your head. You know, your parents raise you from the time that you are born up until you are, you know, an adult, and they feed information into you. And as they're feeding this information into you, and your teachers are feeding this information into you, you're eating it up, and you believe that this is who you are. But then once you hit puberty, once you get to the point where you become a teenager, you start to rebel. Parents get a little pissed off around that time because they're looking at this kid and they're like, that's not what I taught you. I don't know why you're doing all of that, because that ain't what I taught you. But what you're doing is you're now becoming more into yourself. You're starting to think for yourself, and you're starting to weed through the bullshit that's been fed into you all these years. And you're picking and choosing what it is that's going to allow you to be the person that you want to become. And you go through that process all the way, in my opinion, all the way up until you're in your mid-20s to your early 30s. Once you get into that point, you should know exactly who you are.
No matter
If
what.
you don't know who you are at that particular point, it's okay. It's okay. Then it becomes time for you to just sit back and think about everything it is that you want, that you're looking for, that you need. And you start worrying about them 5 basic needs of life: food, water, shelter, safety, and sex. If you're not capable of providing those things for yourself during that time, you need to work on your values and your morals to get you to the next stage of where you want to be. So you go all the way back to the drawing board and you find out who the fuck you are. And you weed through the bullshit until you get there. The problem is we don't like to do the work. That is hard as work, to sit in your shit and deal with your shit, everything that you have done, right or wrong. We don't like to do that because it shines a negative light on who you are, and you might find out that you're not nowhere near the person who you thought that you were. But it's important to find out. It's important to find out, and then you can start setting those boundaries. And then you can start respecting your boundaries. So that puts you more on the road of being that high value person. You don't want to fall into that toxic category. You don't want to fall into that category of the majority of people where you are just weighing and moving with the world. Yeah, I'll take another selfie. Yeah, I'll do that TikTok dance that everybody else is doing so I can be seen. Get into that whole thirst trap bullshit. Talking about other people, mistreating other people for your own benefit. High value people don't do that. And if your example of a high value person is doing that, they're not a high value person.
Get out of here. Get out of here. So my thing is, everything that me and my mother was telling you guys in the past 2 episodes, this is what high value people do. This is what high value people don't do. What I'm showed you in these clips today, this is not what high value people do. Even if you hate this person, even if you dislike this person, even though you despise this person, you would never get on social media and make an ass out of yourself to make an ass out of someone else. You would not do that.
Do you think any person of high value is going to put themselves in a bad light when you know that your image and how you are viewed in this world determines your value? Like, come on now. That's what we said in the beginning. It's market value. The world determines your value.
Exactly. So
hold on, let me clarify. Although you deal with yourself every day and you know your worth, and you know who you are and what you're trying to do, and it's all about you, believe that. When you walk out that door, there's still another level that you got to deal with, and that's the world. Well, go ahead.
So don't believe the bullshit that everybody want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Figure shit out for yourself. You know, take advice from multiple different sources. Do the research. Do everything you need to do. Do everything you need to do, and don't believe everything is the end all be all, because there's some shit out there that somebody gonna bring to your table and make you rethink everything that you've been doing in life, because it's a greater perspective than what you was going through. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, you know, taking the information, processing the information, and then applying it to yourself. That's all this is. That's all this is. You know? So,
you know,
last thoughts, Mama. Last thoughts.
You know, we have we should have a hierarchy of priorities and principles in our life. Everybody should have that. But what I want to leave everybody with is this. When you wake up in the morning, you need to know that you're enough. When you go about your day, every day, doing it, whatever it is that you do, with your work, with your family, with your friends, with your relationships, you have to know that you are putting forth the best effort that you can possibly put into it. Therefore, you know your worth, and you know that you are enough. When you go to sleep at night and you think about everything that has happened that day, and you are downloading everything so that you can get a peaceful sleep, you must know that you did your best, you are worthy, and you are enough. No one else has that power over you, or you should not give anybody else that power over you. You are you alone. That's it. You were born in this world by yourself. You're gonna go out of this world by yourself. So start loving you. And I'm gonna say it again. Continue to laugh. Love as much as you possibly can. And live the best life that you can possibly live.
And on that note, guys, love one, love each other, love another, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff that they put out there. Reach one, teach one, all that good stuff they put out there. Remember that we're not putting out an episode next week. Maybe a video on YouTube for the people that's watching on YouTube, or if you want to check it out from Apple or Spotify or iHeartRadio, whatever, you can come on to YouTube and watch the video. But other than that, much love, and we see you guys in the next one.
Thank you for listening to Resolve Dispute with your host Black Thor and Sweet Bee. Don't forget to download and follow the podcast so you can be notified when the next episode drops.